Greetings, love, peace, namaste, hotep, throw it up again twice, double victories. And Jordan's Anjaquan, once again showing love, wanting to just express myself, release some of these awesome insights that have been coming to me. I have been slacking on posting some video because I was in formal schooling, so I just wanted to focus on that. And now it's like, okay, well, let me make sure I get back on it because I wasn't able to express myself really. I was, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? But I miss just making videos and just being able to talk and let stuff go. I want to take my shirt off because it's hot. Just got done doing some Kundalini yoga. I'm trying to be considerate because I noticed that when I was in school and if I was pulling up YouTube to go to my meditation, I see some of my videos with my shirt off while I'm in school, and that's a different element. So, yeah, I noticed I feel some type of way, like, man, what in the world? I'm looking like a goofball. Not that it really matters anyway, because who gives a shit, you know? But it can't help but look like a god anyway. Look like God self, Christ self. Spit this mucus out. So anyway, I really want to talk about some specific stuff here. I wanted to talk about the gamma cell in particular in this video, because it's been coming across me. This gamma's been coming to me for the past, I'll say, 14, about a year, about a year and a half. I know I started to make really. I remember making notes of this gamma because I was familiar with beta, alpha, theta, delta. I was familiar with those brainwave states, but I wasn't familiar with the gamma brainwave state. And when my niece was born, me and my sister started staying together, and I started playing this. This brainwave frequency song. It had a melody, and it's made by Kelly Howe. It's called Brain Sync. You could check it out on YouTube or whatever. I've been meaning to upload some Kelly Howe videos on my channel just to get it up there so that when I'm in school I can listen to them because they're awesome. They're awesome to study to. I try to put students on them whenever I come across folks that maybe have some issues, or just whenever I can tell they're good folks. I try to put them on that because it really has helped me ace a lot of exams. So anyway, I was playing this Kelly Howe super learning MP3 for my niece because I wanted her to start off on the best page, and it was something I had came across, and I knew it to be effective. So I wanted to put her on it. So I was letting her mom check it out, my sister check it out, and she really liked it too. And for a while, she was going to sleep. Like that's what you would hear at night. Was the music version of the super learning that produced gamma waves in the brain. So I remember looking at that like, that's pretty dope. But it also said in the Kelly Howe in the instrumentals, it says don't overdo it because it can become detrimental. You're doing too much gamma. But I made note of it, like, that gamma, ain't it the same gamma? Matter of fact, I didn't even know gamma really existed. I had only heard of gamma whenever you heard of the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. And he had become the Hulk from being bombarded with an extreme amount of gamma radiation. And instead of it killing him, it transformed him into this Hulk. Whereas when the story of the Hulk. Most people know the story of the Hulk. If you don't, I'll show you how to look it up. But anyway, this guy was super powerful once he became, immersed in this gamma radiation, and he could transform into this super powerful being. And so I had never heard gamma rays being real until I had checked out that Kelly Howe brain sync meditation, and I was like, okay, well, there is some truth to a gamma being. So I made a note of it. So bringing it full circle, I ended up. I came across this individual named Core Love a couple years back. He had this Sega G technology, and I thought it was real dope. He just from going through high energy states and through his own personal training and life experiences, he was able to start to tap in, just to be able to receive formulas for different energy technologies, and it's really dope. Because and one of the things that really blew me away, besides of his extraordinary level of technical expertise when it comes to energy work, he had this he had a video of Sacred G, and this was an old version of a Sacred G, where he had two rose flowers. One was on Sacred G and one wasn't on Sacred G. And the one that was on Sacred G lasted for 7 days, and it didn't wither. The one that wasn't on Sacred G withered on like the 3rd day, and then by the 7th day it was tore up, gone. So I made note of it, like, wow, this just the shape, the power of the shapes in this Sacred G technology is able to preserve the life of this. So I mean, it just brings more truth to it. So anyway, this Core Love brother, he's developed more and more things, and I was able to check up on him a couple months ago. Today is December 24th. A couple months ago, I checked up on him. Matter of fact, I'll tell you that back to probably the beginning of this month. I went back to his site. The spirit just brought it to remembrance, and I went back to his site because I forgot I had checked up on him, seeing where he was at in his own personal progress in a while. And he has this site where you can become a member, and it has a whole bunch of information on it. Where he starts to, and on the website, he had this thing called a G breath, and the G breath is basically you go through these different breathing stages, and you begin to become lightheaded. And in one of the videos where he was, technically breaking down the breath and the brainwave states and what they mean and what they do, and he was breaking that down, and then he began to speak about this gamma breath, how you going through the process of these different this breathing cycle will produce a gamma wave, and this gamma wave is basically a high energy state for your cells, and it's the ideal state, because that's the ideal state for your cells, because normally your cells become they end up functioning on lower energy levels through the memories that begin to bog them down in life experiences, and those memories become stored in your muscles. So you end up over time. This is essentially what causes aging. You over time having more of your energy become locked up, and then you get old. Whereas when you begin to unlock this energy, you begin to reverse the aging process. So he began to tell us how this breathing cycle, this gamma, doing this breathing cycle and producing these gamma waves will help release the energy that's stored in our cells, and then will help us become higher energy states. And anybody who knows anything about energy, the more energy that you're able to, the higher the capacity of energy that you have, the more powers, esoteric powers that you have. And so I was like, wow, that's extraordinary. I didn't know it. I've been doing meditation for a while. I've brought numerous programs, watched numerous videos, and I heard of the alpha, the beta, alpha, theta, delta state, but nobody had talked about the gamma. So Core Love really, he made more sense of this gamma, like what the gamma is. So I was like, okay, that's great. Now I know that gamma is real. Not only do I know it is real, but I know how to access this gamma energy in myself. Know how to unlock it within myself through these breathing stages. And that's where the science of breath is important, and that's why the meditation and stuff come in, because they all, in essence, the yoga and stuff begin to unlock energy and make it where you're breathing and clear old energies and releasing. So the Core Love was dynamic. So I was like, man, that's great. I got that key. I was able to bring those correlations, because when you're conscious, you're taking information from everywhere that you can get it, and then you're drawing correlations and you're bridging gaps in your own understanding of whatever your own personal interests are. This is how you achieve your own Christ self and your God self. Besides the heart and having the heart and gratitude and compassion. But the information is critical, because you can then begin to see without your actual eyesight. You can actually begin to see beyond what's being shown to you and draw those correlations and those parallels. So I got that Kelly Howe, Brain Sync, Core Love. The last key was like a couple weeks ago. I was browsing through a social media site, Facebook, and I was just scrolling, because you never know what you'll come across on Facebook. I love it, because it's amazing how the universe can work, even in this social media website where it's controlled by algorithms that are being inputted by humans. You can still receive exactly what you need right on time, because there is no stopping spirit. There's no stopping spirit in getting those messages to you, because they are of the utmost importance. So the last key was I came across this post that talked about the brother named Henry T. Sampson, and apparently Henry T. Sampson was one of the main individuals responsible for the creation of the cell phone, and I didn't notice it, and I that was surprising. I had never heard of the name of the individual responsible of creating the cell phone, let alone to find out that this brother is a Moor. Like he's a Nubian. He's a darker complected Moor, I should say. So that was astounding to come across. Like, man, how in the world? I mean, cell phones, they have revolutionized. They have changed the world. They've changed the world. Detrimentally in certain ways, but in other ways, very, very, very beneficially. Very beneficially, that it's been of help. These cell phones have. So I was astounded to come across that. So he was able to invent the cell phones by inventing the gamma electric cell, and that's a whole other story. The documentary's on the whole dynamics of it. But he's a nuclear engineer, and it was astounding to put that together, because essentially what my correlation, when I drew that together, it was saying that all of the external technology is a representation of the internal technologies. So when I found out that a gamma electric cell is responsible for the cell phone and its capacity or ability to transmit and receive these radio waves, I began to think, like, that's what I guess that's essentially what I'm doing, what we're doing when we are creating more gamma energy inside of our body. We're essentially becoming I would say telekinetic and telepathic transmitters. Like, we're becoming more and more capable of being able to communicate with our minds. That's the correlation that I'm drawing from it, and not only just in the communication aspect, but this, I feel, creates it's the opportunity for us to broadcast our own particular signal and our own particular vibration, and essentially, once we have transmuted enough of ourselves into a gamma state, then we could, we could create our own world, like, literally. And it may sound ridiculous because people aren't able to really understand the esoteric, but I feel like that's what the correlation is that we're able to actually create our own world with whatever frequency that you broadcast as, which would be a high level frequency, considering that you're doing this work, and considering that that's the only way you're going to be able to survive in this new realm, is if you have elevated your ability to handle more energy, if you've increased your capacity to hold more energy. And that's through alleviating the pain and the memories of the past, of that old timeline. And time is fourth dimension. So we want to move beyond the fourth dimension and live at least on the fifth dimension. So we need to dissolve ourselves of these memories. We need to dissolve the memories and experiences that are detrimental, that are holding energy in a negative way, that are holding energy in a way that's not beneficial for us. When we have those experiences that have caused pain and trauma, that's not a beneficial way for us to be holding on to energy, because we're always at 100% capacity, is what the brother was saying. We just have certain energies locked up and stored in certain areas, and it becomes stagnant, and then that's how diseases become. So once you unlock this energy, you're able to freely, you get your flow going, and you keep your flow going, and you begin to reverse your aging process, staying revitalized, staying youthful, and staying high vibration and high frequency, receiving more and more insights and activating more and more technologies, internal technologies. And that's in essence what the spiritual path is. You wake yourself up from a man, you wake yourself up from an animal state into a human, to go to a human, from an animal state, which is, the lower level, just sex, family, reproduction, eating. Go from that to really being civilized and being a human and having a family, but really wanting to build the best communities and the best society. And then you go from that to God's state, which is living in wholeness and completeness and abundance, and providence and prosperity. Because there won't be anything that we're limited to. We won't be limited by anything. So I was just astounded when I got that last little tidbit of the gamma electric cell being invented by Henry T. Sampson, which made cell phones possible. I was like, man, that's extraordinary, man. Like, that's extraordinary. I was just so thankful and so astounded, because that let me know I was that much more on the right path. So shout out to Henry T. Sampson Jr. for being who he is. Shout out to Core Love being who he is. Shout out to all of the conscious and awakening brethren for pushing past all of the muck, for pushing past all of the nonsense that's going on in the external world, and steadily progressing in your own world, in your own path, in whatever you're choosing to do. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up with this one, because I've said pretty much what I needed to say. I'm just excited, and I wanted to lock down that insight, that correlation that I have been given. Oh man, it's just so exciting, man. These times are so exciting. So, man, just stay encouraged, stay empowered, stay in love and in gratitude and in peace and in appreciation of yourself. Stay in love with yourself. And let's heal. Let's heal. Let's grow. Let's grow beyond these ridiculous divisions and grow into holistic living at the highest level. Androgynous Anjaquan, Brother Bunk, breaking bread with Brother Bunk. DJ Down Free, 8 Aces, so many names. The Green Monster. I love y'all. I love you, my friends. Just want you to know that I grind hard for you, man. I hope you're able to receive all of these keys that I've acquired through books and through lectures and videos and articles and information, and just become the star seed, the phenomenal star seed that you're going to be. I know the further that I push the envelope, the further that I push myself, the further that I expand, the more you're going to be. The more you're going to push that envelope, and the more you're going to expand our empire and move and progress us forward as people. So I love y'all. Peace, joy. Enjoy every day like it's a holiday. Love.